Alright guys, so welcome back to another video. So today I brought two shafts here for a driver. One is the one that I'm currently gaming, which is a stiff shaft, 66 grams. And the other one is an extra stiff shaft. I know that for my swing speed, it's probably not a good idea to play with an extra stiff shaft, but I'm curious to see what would happen for me. My swing speed varies from like 95 to a max, I think, of 100 miles an hour with my current stiff shaft. So the purpose of this video will be to see what would happen for an amateur player to play with an extra stiff shaft. So guys, stay tuned for the video. All right, so I got the Mevo Plus set up here, so I'm going to give you some numbers. I'm going to hit first my standard 66 gram shaft. Okay, so this is the shaft that I'm currently gaming. It's just a regular stiff. I don't have a specific short shape. I tend to draw the ball sometimes, but most of the time I like to fade it a little bit off the tee. As far as distance, I would say 225 carry to 235, depending on how I hit it. If I tend to hit it a little faster, I tend to miss it more to the left than the right. But I'm putting all the numbers in here, and there's one particular number, actually one graph that I like you to see is the face impact that the Mevo Plus provides. If you notice, the more I hit it on the sweet spot, the more distance I get. So this right here was the best shot for me. It was right on the sweet spot, and it was a carry distance of 240 yards. All right, so I hit my regular driver with the stiff shaft, 66 grams, and that's how it normally hit. A little draw, a little fade, about like 225 to 235. Ball flight, I would say, just tend to miss a little bit more, maybe left right now than right. So now I'm gonna try the extra stiff shaft and see what happens. I'm assuming that probably I'm gonna drop some distance. Okay, so with the extra stiff, basically the very first thing I noticed is that it was very hard to get the ball going from right to left. I was missing a lot just to the right, and I know that I wasn't making great contact, but I think that's due probably to the shaft, the way it feels. And this is basically what I was doing. I was missing a lot of them to the right. I did hit some off the toe with the other shaft, but it did not go as far right as it did with the extra stiff shaft. So at this point I was just trying to turn the ball, and I couldn't. I think I just managed to turn one, just get a draw, but everything was fading. So this is the only one that I was able to draw, but the contact did not feel good at all. So I don't know if it's due to the shaft, but definitely it felt night and day. I mean, it's just not, I could not hit a good shot with this extra stiff shaft, unfortunately. All right, so I played the extra stiff, and I have to be honest, I missed like literally all my shots to the right. Some of them had decent distance, but a lot of them were really short. And the ones that I managed to make a draw on it, they were really, really short. So it must have something to do with the stiffness of the shaft. It is a 70 gram shaft. I'm not sure if the extra weight or the stiffness changes, but for sure, I don't think that shaft is for me. It just feels that I could not get that my swing turning. I cannot turn the ball to the left. I did play with an extra stiff shaft once, and the same thing happened. I was missing everything to the right. Actually, I played at the course because I didn't have my clubs with me, and it was weird because everything was to the right. So it must have something to do with the stiffness in the shaft, or the weight for that matter, that it makes you miss it to the right. So definitely the extra stiff is not for me, guys. So let's look at the numbers for the regular stiff. On the bottom you can see the average 229 carry, a roll of 6.7, total distance 236. This is a range ball, so they're gonna carry just a little less than an actual ball. The club speed was 97.5, so that's pretty good for me. And the ball speed was 137.9. Again, is probably due to the range balls. And the spin, they're decent. They're a little high, I guess, but it could be the range balls as well. Okay, so these are the numbers for the extra stiff. Carry 229, so about the same as the other one. Total 236. These are very similar. Spin numbers as well. Club speed, I'm surprised that it didn't really change. I don't know if it's to do because my stiff shaft is an aftermarket shaft, so it's a very high quality shaft, so maybe it's due to that. and ball speed is a little less than the other one, I would say. Everything else looks about the same, but I can tell you that the misses here were to the right. And if you look at the shot shape, definitely not the shot for me. So guys, that was it for the video. So definitely the extra stiff is not for me. It may be for other players, maybe who have like faster swing speeds. Maybe that's why I couldn't get it to turn to the left, and I was always just pushing it to the right. It may be due to that. So definitely I can honestly tell you that the extra stiff is not for me. Now when I go back to just the regular shaft, I may try it. The thing that I like about my shaft is that it's an aftermarket shaft, so it's a very high quality shaft. So I do like that about it, but I wouldn't mind trying maybe just a regular shaft. You know, if it can give me like an extra 5 miles an hour and maybe more distance, that could be good. But for the time being, I'm happy with my shaft, and I just wanted to make that video just for you guys to see what would happen with a regular amateur, you know, trying an extra stiff shaft. And I can tell you, for me, it didn't work out. It may work for others, but definitely not for me, guys. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time.